A decade ago, I got married and bought my first house. We were living in DC at the time and did not have much money, so we bought in the hood, an old house, about 80 years old. And when DC instituted voter by mail, we received a stack of ballots for every single person that had ever lived at or owned that home. There must have been 50 different ballots a foot high that we stacked on our counter. I got the photo of it somewhere. Anyway, there's no signature verification in DC, so I could have just filled out every single one of those ballots and mailed it in. I didn't. But that's how easy the voter fraud would have been, and that's how easy voter fraud is in blue states. Check this out. This is how it works, ladies and gentlemen, in California.
You guys want to see how safe and secure mail-in voting is? Here's our mailbox we got in the mail today. She doesn't live here. She doesn't live here. She doesn't live here. One. We have 4 ballots. Literally one of them lives here.
That's how the system is designed to work. The system is designed to be fraudulent. It's fraud baked into the system so that you can never actually trace it down. Because if you have no registrar that keeps track of addresses, if you can register anyone from anywhere, you don't have to be a citizen. You don't have to be a resident of California. You could be a homeless bum sleeping under a bridge. You can register in California and they'll mail ballots out to every person at every address that they've ever have on their books. You're guaranteed fraud. And you're guaranteed the ability to rig the result. And that's what we're seeing in California. According to artificial intelligence, the statistical probability of Spencer Pratt getting 0 out of 24,000 votes in last night's Los Angeles election dump is 1 in trillions. Extremely low. 1 in trillions to get 0 out of 24,000 votes. But that's exactly what happened with Spencer Pratt. Astronomically small probability of ever happening. Impossible. California no longer even hides it. Doors need to be kicked in. Spencer Pratt, the steal is on, got 0 votes out of 24,000 ballots delivered. 0. Do you have the receipts for that? Yes, we do, actually. Right here. Here it is. You can see Spencer Pratt staying at exactly the same number, 86,000. 86,000. His opponents gained 15,000 and 10,000 respectively. Spencer Pratt gained 0. The percentage of votes expected in rose by nearly 5 points. Spencer Pratt received 0 percentages of the votes. So they're rigging it with machines. They're rigging it live on TV. They're doing it before our very eyes. California says, we have so many votes to count. 2024, California counted 15 million votes. Texas counted 11.3 million, and Florida counted 11 million, all on the same night. California, it took weeks and months to certify the vote. So they're lying. They're rigging the election on purpose. They've created a system to rig the election in California. It's why the feds have to step in and stop this, and we're thankful that they are. We have some great new updates for you on this front. This is from the Secretary of State's website. I'm going to keep counting ballots for this June 1st election until July 10th. Look at this. The Secretary of State will certify the results on July 10th. We're going to make sure that we keep counting for weeks. Who can return a ballot? I mean, if you actually look at the system in California, here's how it goes. You can register from anywhere. Here's directly from the Secretary of State's office. This is their voter documentation. If you're unable to use an address to register to vote, you can describe the location where you live. If it's clear enough for your county election officials to find your voting precinct, you can use a cross street or a park for your address. You can live at a public park. You can live in a piss-soaked tent under the freeway, and we'll deliver you a ballot and a crystal meth, crack pipe, and rock in exchange for your vote. We know that Democrats are paying to register homeless people. We know that's why hundreds of thousands of homeless people are invited to California. So they can register from anywhere, as we have found out. We actually went and investigated this. These zombie voters of California. There are 26 people registered at this Porta John in California. We have the paperwork. So they register people to addresses, street corners, Burger King parking lot dumpsters. Then they mail them ballots. Then it is legal for anybody to pick up that ballot, to fill it out, because that's exactly what happens, and then to return it. And where do they return it? Into this dark room. You just get, this door is open 24 hours a day. You can just walk into this dark room or a drop box anywhere and just dump your ballot off. Or the bag of ballots. You just put, ballot harvesting is totally legal in California. Groups can be paid to go into neighborhoods, slums, under the bridges, homeless encampments, gather up all the ballots, throw them in a trash can, pay the people for their ballots, of course, cigarettes, meth, doesn't matter. And then they dump them into rooms like this. That's how it works in California. It's despicable. It's why it's how they're stealing it from Spencer Pratt right now. As you can see, Spencer Pratt, there's a new ballot dump last night. Spencer Pratt got virtually no votes. Oh, that's too bad. Better luck next time, Con, right? Yeah. And you can see here, the longer that they count, the less ballots in total are actually counted. So you can see here, this 57% counted, count for a full day. Now there's only 55% counted. The longer they count, the less they count by design. They're manufacturing the ballots in real time. That's why we need a federal investigation. Feds announced several election fraud investigations in California while revealing serious structural vulnerabilities. This is what's happening in the state. It is legitimately designed for fraud. It's designed, the fraud is baked into the system. Protecting the integrity of California's election is a top priority for my office, says United States Attorney Bill Alasai. He's based out of Los Angeles. California's election system has several structural vulnerabilities. Universal vote by mail with no voter ID requirements creates conditions where fraud can go undetected and unpunished, eroding public confidence. Without commenting on any specific investigation, my office has multiple election fraud investigations underway in coordination with FBI Los Angeles. We'll follow the evidence wherever it leads and prosecute the violations, federal law, to the fullest extent. My office is also working with Harmy Dillon to conduct a comprehensive audit of California's voter rolls. The state has stonewalled every effort to verify the eligible U.S. citizens are registered to vote. This case is now before the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. My office will not look the other way. We will investigate and prosecute. Every legal vote deserves to be counted. Every illegal vote cancels a legal one out. Correct. Look at this, Harmy Dillon. Justice Department announced today that Brenda Lee Brown Armstrong agreed to a plea deal admitting that she paid homeless people in Los Angeles to register to vote in federal elections and to support her paid signature gathering business. So this is what we're talking about. Register homeless people. They can register from anywhere. And then they're able, like the homeless people, they die, they move, they're transient by nature, they OD in a shopping cart. Well, that's a ballot you can mail out. And where do you mail it to? Your local Democrat office. And they just take the ballot, fill it out, and bring it in to their little dark rooms here. They bring it in right here, these little dark rooms, and dump it off. And nobody's the wiser. Nobody sees it. It's unmanned. It's unmonitored. Nobody asks any questions. You can just drag a garbage bag of ballots in and shove them into the box. That's how it works in California. It's the third world. California is dragging out its process because they need to see how many votes they need to make up. They need to know how bad Nikki Raman actually did in this race. So look at this. Los Angeles, late mail. Karen Bass got 36%. Nikki Raman got 33%. And Spencer Pratt got only 20%. Raman's rough bench against Pratt is 11%. So this 2-point overperformance could change that. Look, she's just going to barely make it. She's just going to win by about 5,000 votes. Nobody believes that Steve Hilton isn't in the lead for California governor, and nobody believes that Nikki Raman is more popular than Spencer Pratt. Everybody knows this is a blatant corruption by Democrats. Even the Democrats know that. This is why they need their base to be retarded. So they'll believe whatever truth they put out there. The one upshot of Spencer Pratt potentially losing his mayoral bid is that this will really help the chances of voter ID. Voter ID would really change all of this. Republicans in the Senate, of course, refuse to pass it, even though you can watch the fraud happen in real time. Watch the CNN ticker. Watch the vote totals. There it is. You can see 300,000 votes just get deleted from the tally. The Supreme Court has to act. Supreme Court poised to strike down California's endless mail-in ballot counting with a pending Mississippi case to ripple nationwide. Dems drag races on for weeks to manufacture wins like they're doing right now in Los Angeles. End election month shenanigans and restore election day integrity. Please, Supreme Court.
Yeah, this all changed during COVID. And California changed, like they were on steroids, the way they were changing their election laws in 2001, just extending the grace period that they were giving so many people. And it's led to this. And, Shannon, it's flown under the radar because we've been focused on national elections 2 years ago and the midterms 2 years before that. But California, like determining the balance of power in the House, we've been waiting on California for 4 years now. And yet again, we've got this one. Meanwhile, on this.
All right. It's time. Please. Act, Supreme Court, we beg of you. Republicans don't have to win every election. I've been around for 4 decades. Republicans don't win most elections. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking for clear rules where we know the winner on election night. That's it. That's all. And where, of course, infinity illegals and mystery zombie ballots don't just get made up by Democrat activists. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe if you agree.